you're out of control. Zip your lips, that's right. Zip your lips, zip it. Zip a plate, please.
Cajun Court with Justice Jackie.
Looks like you're a real live. In Louisiana, we say, show me something. You all are in Justice Jackie's court. Judgment for the plaintiff. Drugs. If I had my way, I'd put you in jail right now. Wait, hold up. And you will be casting this judgment for the people, by Justice Jackie.
Cameras up. Cajun Court. Take one. Action.
Well, DNA, you just showed me there's no chance that this baby's yours. You mean you wasted my time to come here today? My time, my precious time. I'm talking about you, that child, and this plaintiff here, this foolish plaintiff. Any woman that let a child grow up thinking that another man is the father, I have no respect. And why didn't you tell him that there's a possibility that this child is not yours? That's the first thing I laid my eyes on. Zero.
Take one.
You have a child dispute with a young couple that could probably use some wisdom and some of your good counsel.
Baby mama drama.
The plaintiff is suing the defendant for investments he made with the defendant's daughter that he thought was his daughter until a recent DNA test revealed otherwise.
Well, it's a child dispute scenario for sure, yeah.
We get lots of those.
Okay, well, I think everybody can learn from.
But you know what? Every scenario is different, so maybe we can.
All right, you want to look at that?
The defendant said she knew there was a chance the plaintiff was not the father of her child. However, she never wanted to tell him because they were in love. She is devastated from the results, but does not feel she should pay back the money.
We have a plaintiff here this morning before the court, and there's zero probability of a child being yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you here?
Because for the last 2 years, I've believed that my daughter was mine, just to come to find out that she's been lying this whole time.
She, meaning the defendant over here?
Yes, ma'am.
What did she tell you?
She told me that she was mine.
Because she is yours. You call her your daughter.
Ma'am, just a minute. I'm trying to get the facts.
Well, I mean, the facts is she lied.
You have a child?
Yes, ma'am, too.
How do you know the defendant here?
She was dating my friend, and I seen her at a party. We were both drinking. You know, she was standing in the corner by herself. She looked depressed. So I went over there, started talking to her. One thing led to another.
Don't you know not to fool with a depressed woman?
I mean, I just thought that, you know, honestly, I was just in the mood, and she looked easy.
Oh, thanks on that one. So is that the only reason you came across the room to me?
At first, yeah.
Easy? She looked easy. And so what happened?
I mean, one thing led to another, and we went back to my house and we had sex.
Where do you live?
In Minden.
So you took her back to your house, and you had a physical relationship.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to call it, she was just...
Were you dating?
We started dating right after.
What happened as a result of that relationship?
You mean the sexual relationship?
Sex, yes.
Well, a few weeks later, she called me and told me she was pregnant.
Pregnant? Was it your child?
I mean, I thought it was weird because she said she was on birth control, so I didn't worry about using a condom or anything.
No protection.
I mean, if I'd known what I know now, I wouldn't have. Probably caught something.
So a child was born?
I ain't got no diseases, and you know that.
I don't know that.
Disease or no disease, a child was born, correct?
Absolutely.
And how old is the child?
She's 2.
And what do you want from this court?
I want my money back. I've been paying child support each month for the last 2 years, and I also started a college fund for her.
Is it your child?
No, ma'am.
Then why do you say it's your daughter?
Because I want her to be my kid. If you would have just told me the truth from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this position. I mean, she is my child, just not...
You had a relationship with a woman.
Right.
She became pregnant.
Right.
Child is born. 2-year-old child now.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you paying child support?
Yes, ma'am, each month.
How much do you pay?
$400 a month.
And how long have you been paying $400 a month?
2 years.
Was this voluntarily or through the court?
No, it was voluntarily.
You put yourself on child support?
Well, I just wanted to do right by my kid. I wanted to make sure that since we wasn't married that...
So you went to your employer and asked him to put you on child support?
Yes, ma'am.
That was nice.
Yeah.
So no one had to ask you. She didn't have to ask you for child support.
Well, I mean, she don't ask me for child support. She just asked me for $100 here, $200-$300 here.
Your Honor, he's lying. I don't do that.
Every single week, I got bank statements telling you stuff.
Ma'am, do
Then
not
quit
interrupt.
lying.
Ma'am, do not interrupt him, please. Outburst. We'll see if you can pay this judgment and get on out of here. So let me see. That's the first thing I laid my eyes on. 0.
Thank you.
Let me get the facts so I can determine what's going on here.
Just listen for once in your life. And then I started a tuition fund, and
What do you mean about a tuition fund?
so she could go to college. It's a college fund through American College. I've been paying $1,000 a year for that, and I want that back too.
$400 plus $1,000 each year for 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Does the mother know that?
Does she know that?
Does she know that you're paying the college? You have a college fund for the child?
Yes, ma'am. She had to sign it.
You have a relationship with the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Explain your relationship. What type of relationship?
I mean, that's my baby girl. That's my only child.
Did she give you Pacific visitation rights?
Whenever she wants to go out, she'll just call
That's
me up.
bullcrap. You can come and get her anytime that you...
Ma'am, watch your language.
Thank you.
How often do you see the child?
Maybe
In a week?
3-4 times at max a
Is the
week.
child in daycare?
No, ma'am.
So you say that the child is yours.
Not biologically, but I mean, I'm the only dad she knows. She calls me dad.
So tell me about that. Let's go back. How do you know the child is not yours?
Because I got a DNA test done.
And why did you do that?
Because his meddling sister wouldn't stay out of our business.
Ma'am, I'd like to hear the facts.
Thank you.
That
She
is
does
a
this.
fact.
That's what I'm talking about, Your Honor. That's why we always fight, and that's why everything always
Just
leads
get
up.
to the, listen to me, just get to the facts.
My mom and dad was doing a will, and they was going to leave some property to my daughter. My sister grew up with her, so she knows what type of person she is, and she started giving me hints here and there. She sees her in clubs and sees her hanging around and messing with other guys.
What does that say
And
about
what-
your sister then if she's in the clubs too?
Well, she's single.
Tell you
How
what,
credible is she then?
Now, ma'am, one more outburst.
Yes, Your
We'll
Honor.
see if you can pay this judgment and get on out of here. Proceed.
When my sister had told me that I probably needed to get it done, at first I just dismissed it and I was just letting her know, like, you know, it's just that she's young. She don't have to, you know, look like, kids don't always look like their parents, you know, and that's what I kept thinking.
2-year relationship. So
mean-
you took the test.
Yes, ma'am.
And so what was the result?
It came back that she wasn't mine.
You have any evidence? Let me see. That's the first thing I laid my eyes on. 0.
It's only him or another guy that it could have been.
Why do you tell him that there's a possibility that this child is not yours? You let him believe that that was his child. Ma'am, it's your time to speak. What happened? Why did you let this man believe that that child was his?
Because he wanted it to be his.
Excuse
And
me?
he did. He wanted the baby to be his. He was so happy when I told him that I was pregnant. And it's only him or another guy that it could have been.
So you slept with 2 individuals.
I
Maybe
was
that
dating
night.
his friend. I am not like that, and you know that by now.
No, I don't know that, because
Tell
all
me
I
this.
know is
Are you out dating?
it's off and on. We was fine until the DNA test.
Yeah.
Then
He loved me until that happened, until his family got involved, and his
So you
sister
were
decided
involved
she
with
was going to
2
get
men.
all in our business, and that the family decided that I'm not good enough for him.
Let me ask you a question. You were involved with 2 men.
I was
And
involved with
you
his.
suspected that with this baby, 2 years old, that there's a possibility that there was 2 fathers.
That it could have been one or the other.
Did you ever tell the plaintiff here?
No, ma'am, I did
You
not.
never wanted to tell him?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell him?
Because.
You've been speaking, hurry up, you've been speaking
Okay,
out.
because the 2 choices I had was either a father for my child that was in and out of jail, or a father for my child that had a family, that had stability.
Well, at the time, how do you know you got 2 fathers? How do you know the father in and out of jail wasn't a father?
I didn't know.
Well,
But-
you had 2 choices.
I did have
So you
2
made
choices.
a choice of a man who was just giving you money?
I made the choice of the one that wanted to be
Why do you tell him about
there.
your choice, man? Why do you tell him that there's a possibility that this child is not yours? Why didn't you talk to him about it?
He made the choice too.
You
When
let
I
him
told him I was pregnant.
listen to me. You let him believe that that was his child.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And you failed to tell him that there's another man out there that could be the father.
He knew
of
that I was
child.
dating his friend, and
He
that
knew, but did he know that that was
No,
not
ma'am.
his child?
No, ma'am.
And Your Honor,
You told
also
the other
found
man
out.
that as well?
I did because I wanted him to.
So you're a two-faced liar.
I kind of look at it as making a choice to have my daughter have a better life.
And
I don't
also,
want my
You're gonna
daughter
let
to
your
have
daughter
a
grow up
father that's
now.
in and out of
You're
prison.
gonna let your daughter grow up believing, hey, got two daddies, I'm gonna choose this one. Do you know you don't really get the
No,
DNA?
my daughter
Don't you know that
sees
one
him.
day he was gonna look at the DNA test? Did it ever come to you that he might say, hey, look, let me take a DNA? Did it ever come to you that, hey, look, he ain't the father?
No, it didn't, because he has always said that he loves me and he
That's
loves
bull.
my daughter.
That is bull.
Your Honor, I also found out that she had took our daughter around him too. My friend. She had brought the baby around.
That's
Sounds
when I
like took him
confronted
taking around
him.
him. That's her daddy. Possibly.
He's not her daddy. I am her daddy. There's a
You just-
difference
sir,
between
you
a
just
dad
showed me-
and a
look.
father.
Well, DNA, you just showed me there's no chance that this baby's yours.
Why
Now,
couldn't
you
just
took a
tell me this
one-night
from the
stand.
beginning?
One-night stand.
It didn't stay a one-night stand, though, Your Honor.
No, we fell in love. At least I thought we did.
Wait a minute.
If you would have just told me from the beginning, I'd have been okay with it. It's not like I'd have left.
Now, sir, you're here. You want $11,600 from this lady.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a child that's not yours, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a woman that you bickering with. You love her,
Yes, ma'am.
and she's a liar.
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you suing her? Wasted my time, my precious time. And you bring your feelings to a one-night stand, and the sperms travel like a silver bullet. You know, I've had enough of you.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and catch all the episodes and more on YouTube.
I never really liked going to school. Now, like, I feel like I have a whole different future.
Like, I just felt like I wasn't gonna really amount to much. Now I have the drive and the motivation to do my best here.
They're good people. You know, they're really trying to help you.
It's really has changed my life.
This was my way of getting even with her.
You mean you wasted my time? You come here today. My time, my precious time. I got other cases I need to deal with. And you bring your feelings? You just come with your feelings to Cajun Court? You want me to just rule on your feelings? Your feelings, let me tell you about your feelings. You're a damn fool. You paying child support, but a child is not yours that you didn't have, so you had a one-night stand, and the sperms travel like a silver bullet. And you want me to rule on your feelings. I can tell you what you need to do, and I understand. I admire you for voluntarily taking that child and paying support.
He didn't
But
want
then
it.
ma'am, you know, I've had enough of you. It's been proven that you're a liar. It's been proven, DNA, you're a big liar. So you just need to cool it.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what do you want? You want her?
Yes, ma'am. I want her and the baby. I want us to be a family. I want her to marry me.
Ma'am, did you ever tell him that he can adopt your child? What are your options?
I don't really think I have an option. His family doesn't like me. His family's been trying to get me out of the picture from the
Why are you
beginning.
worrying about his family? You got a child that you've lied about.
Yes.
And he's saying right here, with his feelings, God brought his feelings before me. So now I have to deal with it.
I understand
And
his
for the sake
feelings,
of
Your
that
Honor.
child, I'll take a few minutes to deal with it.
His family will never allow it. He
Ma'am,
listens to his
I'm not
family and
talking about
only
his
them.
family. I'm talking about you, that child, and this plaintiff here, this foolish plaintiff. Now he's saying he wants to be with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to be with him?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, what about this $11,600?
I mean, if she'll get with me, that's what I would want anyway. I want a family.
A waste of my time. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe that you come here. And I cannot believe you would lie any woman who would take it upon herself to lie to a man about a child being theirs, I wouldn't fool with you. Any woman that let a child grow up thinking that another man is the father, I have no respect, none whatsoever. Any woman that goes out and allow life to a little child, that child is innocent. That child has nothing to do with this, nothing whatsoever. So I suggest you all get together, but I'm gonna do this. Because you brought your feelings here, I'm gonna give you that judgment for $11,600. But I tell you, you all get together for the sake of the child, and there's nothing wrong with that. If it's truthful. For this innocent child, I suggest you all get it together. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Your Honor. I mean, all I want is my family back. That's all I want.
What you got down there?
Justice Jackie, congratulations on your TV show. I look forward to seeing new shows and the lives are impacted as a result. You're an awesome woman.